Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Nako, okay, we are here to clarify some concerns, questions regarding itong nangyayari sa Quebec. Well, one of the many things happening in Quebec immigration. Tigil daw po muna ang family sponsorship sa Quebec. Quebec. Again tigil muna. It's not forever. Kasi daw po naabot na ang limit nung Quebec sa mga maaari nilang tanggapin for family sponsorships. Now, what does this mean? Yan po ang ating tatalakayin with our suke, Attorney Renz Grospe, RCG Legal. Maraming salamat, Attorney Renz. I understand, no? Medyo maraming, nag-alala nung nag-announce ang Quebec dito because the announcement, I understand, sounds like parang forever closed na itong family sponsorship sa
Yeah,
Quebec. Can you
yeah.
explain to us ano ba nangyari? Ba't maraming nako-confuse?
Confused. Okay. The confusion is kasi nga yung nakalagay dun sa sa English version nung announcement, sponsorship has been suspended in Quebec for a year.
Okay?
From June 2024, no, July 7, 2025 hanggang June 2026. But the confusion is if you read further, no, hindi lang yung headlines, ang nag-close is yung undertaking and CSQ na tinatawag or Certificate of Selection of Quebec.
Okay.
So, paliwanag ko lang ano ba yun. So, how does it work ba kasi ang sponsorship, family sponsorship in Quebec? So first, initially, punta mo na sa federal nung ka mag-apply ng permanent resident mo, no? Siguro mga 3 months in or 6 months in ng application. The federal will send you a letter saying that, okay, you should now apply for CSQ, Certificate of Selection of Quebec, and Undertaking.
Okay.
2 parts, no? First, submit mo muna yung PR application, and then second, doon na darating yung CSQ and Undertaking. So, yung second part po ang nag-close or suspended for the meantime, for a year. What does it mean? It means po, tuloy-tuloy tayo ng sponsorship. Sa federal, no?
Sa
Ang
federal.
mangyayari lang diyan, mag-wait ka na naman ng 12 months bago ka makasubmit ng undertaking mo, tsaka ng CSQ.
Okay, okay.
So yung confusion. Maraming nagtatanong. Sabi na, close na ang Quebec, ganito, ganyan.
Oo. So, ang advice mo, let's say, naabutan sila ng announcement na ito, Attorney Renz, what you are saying to them is continue on with their application sa federal. Ganun ba yun?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue lang sa federal. What we've done with the CSQ, we have files where we're ready to submit. On the day na we're ready to submit, may announcement ang Quebec Immigration na sarado na. Yan.
Okay.
So ayan, kasi may may 30 days yan, no, to submit. Ang gagawin mo lang doon, ang posible niyong gawin ay communicate with federal. So explain nyo lang na okay, due to sa suspension sa Quebec, we're gonna request for 12 months of hold. Hold yun muna yung decision yun.
Yeah, okay, okay.
So you can send that via web form, no? Currently kasi sa Quebec, no, if you look at even before the suspension ng undertaking and CSQ, 38 months ang processing. Napakatagal. So therefore, ang consequence lang nun, you add the 12 months suspension to the 38.
Nako po, oo, no? Ang tagal talaga. If anything, sa totoo lang, Attorney Renz, it's that factor, I think, yung waiting time na tanong din ng marami na parang, oh my gosh, so how much longer am I gonna wait to get, my wife here or my whoever, my relatives here? So now you're looking at total of how many na yun? Ano na? Hira ko sa math.
4 years and more.
Oh my gosh. Oo.
Yeah, about 4 years plus 3 months or 6 months ata.
Oh, to begin with, ang tagal na rin pala, no? Sorry, I'm not aware na ganun pala katagal ang family sponsorship In Quebec?
Yeah, matagal kasi Quebec has its own immigration process.
I see, okay.
So that added to the bureaucracy, no?
Mm-hmm.
Matagal sa Quebec. Even with
Okay.
the permit. Siyempre, ang tanong mo,
Another clarification, Attorney Ren. Sorry for interrupting. How will this affect or affected ba ang spousal open work permit? Baka confused na ko, hindi ko na rin ba ma-apply ng SOWP yung partner ko?
No, kasi ang SOWP is federal matter, no?
Okay, so okay pa yan.
And also, if you look at the guidelines, for Quebec applicants, hindi naman sila tinatanong ng CSQ.
Alright.
The only thing you need is acknowledgement of receipt ng application, no? And then genuine relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Kailangan dapat may valid legal status. So that's why another advice, Ate Ina, would be syempre matagal, no? Kasi one of the requirement inland application is you have a legal status in Canada.
Okay.
So, kung may work permit ka, then renew mo lang yung work permit mo. Alam natin na medyo mahirap na mag-extend ng work permit. So then, kung hindi ka na makapag-extend ng work permit, just to have your legal status, mag-visitor record.
Okay.
So then, kasi mag-visitor record, pag napasa mo na yung permanent residence mo, switch ka na ngayon sa open work permit later on. That's the other misconception sa Filipino community. Sabi nila, visitor cannot apply for a work permit. Partly true for closed work permit, employer specific. Pero bukas pa rin po ang visitor to open work permit, which is yung spousal.
All right. Okay. Another concern. Yung mga sponsor sana nila na family nasa Quebec na, kumbaga inland application.
Yeah.
Ngayon nasaraduhan. Paano itong naka-tourist visa na kanilang mga relatives? What are they gonna do? What are their options?
Like extend and then until mag-open na ulit yung CSQ.
For that long, is that okay? If we're looking at
it's okay as long as there's a reason, of course, pero may mga risk yan, no? But of course, if you're in the point where meron kang permanent resident application and then mawalan ka na talaga ng status, wala na talaga yung status mo, maganda rin naman talaga umuwi na. Then hintay mo na lang sa labas yung permanent residence. Para walang hassle, walang extra legal fees, no? Meron din naman kasing option for temporary resident permit. Nasabi ko nga nung last time. If you wanna stay tapos out of status ka na, then TRP, temporary resident permit, no? Or pwede mo rin naman yan ituloy. Meron din naman kasi yung Section 25 for humanitarian reasons. You can stay in Canada as a spouse, principal applicant in sponsorship.
Yeah.
Kaya
I see. Yung sinasabi mong extend, will that reflect negatively on the applicant later on for IRCC? Kunyari hindi, pero PR na rin pala. Will that have any effect?
Not
okay naman.
Not in many cases, pero okay naman siya, no? Lang siguro, depende sa category ng permanent residence. Pero isa sa pinag-usapan kasi natin, family sponsorship.
Yeah, okay.
Okay lang yun kasi inland application yun eh. Siyempre, responsibility mo, nakalagay nga dun sa sa lines na responsibility ni applicant na meron siyang status sa Canada.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
So basically, by that, pwede na mag-extend until you
Again, because we are talking about family sponsorship. Sa iba sigurong permits, that would be a different story. Okay, and I understand, Attorney Renz, meron ding exemptions, no? Kahit na sarado na for a year, sarado muna rather for a year sa Quebec ang family sponsorship, there are exemptions specifically for some children. Can you tell us that? Yeah.
So yung pag-close, affected dyan yung spouses, common law partner. Dependent children age 18 and plus, na. Ang mga exempted, dependent children under 18, adopted minors, orphan minors, na relatives. Dependent adult children with physical and mental condition. So yung mga exemption from that. So continuous pa rin yun. So kunyari, para sa the other kasi madaming post sa Facebook na so ngayon ang akala ng tao pati yung mga minor na bata hindi nila pwedeng sponsoran. No, pwede mong sponsoran yung mga minors under 18.
Yeah, no. At least that's clear, no, yung mga parents dyan na nangangamba na matatagalan palalo yung reuniting with their children, pwede pa rin. Okay. Are there other
Pwede
things?
yung undertaking ha, NCSQ.
Basta under 18. Okay, under 18. Yeah. Meron pa bang iba, Attorney Renz, na baka kailangan pang i-clarify for family sponsorship in Quebec?
Siguro na lang, like, para maintindihan bakit ba may ganito. Part ito kasi no Quebec government's plan for immigration for 2026 to 2029 to reduce the number of foreign workers and number of immigrants in Quebec.
Which, by the way, FYI guys, Attorney Renz and I will be doing a lot of discussions about what's happening in Quebec. Unang installment lang po ito, no? Yung family sponsorship. So if you have questions about Quebec, siguro put them down there, panimula lang sa comment section dito. So I will make sure that we tackle that question in future episodes sa mga nangyayari dyan sa Quebec. Quebec seems to be very ang active. Ang dami niyang aggressive yung changes nila ngayon sa immigration, sa totoo lang.
Yeah, like they're very restrictive ngayon.
Oo.
Madaming
Is it safe to assume na what happens in Quebec many times sinusundan ng ibang province? That's why people should also monitor what's happening in Quebec?
Possibly, yeah. Lalo na kung yung mga may problems, sabi nila housing, mga ganyan. Then they could follow yung step ng Quebec na mas restrictive.
Yeah.
In terms of like provincial nominee programs. Actually, we're seeing it now eh. Nakikita na natin yun eh. Like yung allocation ng number ng PNPs. Diba dati, like a year ago, most of the applications are most of the draw are from PNP.
Yeah.
And very rare mo makita, like every 4 months, 3 months na lang siya. Dati every month meron.
All right. Okay, so yun lang naman, no? Unless meron ba ako na miss out Attorney Renz before we close the episode?
No, wala naman na, yeah.
Okay. O basta abangan na lang nila, no, Attorney Renz, yung iba nating discussions about Quebec immigration. Yeah. Pasensya na kayo. I think, Attorney Renz, merong popping something sa ating audio. I don't know where it's coming from, but I won't be surprised if it's from my end because nakikita nyo naman nasa kotse ako. Medyo I'm spending the weekend out of town. But pasensya na lang. I hope it was clear anyway. So we will end this episode here. Attorney Renz, as always, kanya pong email address ang gumagapang dyan sa baba. RCG Legal based in Ottawa. If you want to ask him more questions, ayan, shoot him an email. I will end this episode here. Thank you, Attorney Renz. Bye!